Well, we'd like to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and family, we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. And as usual, we have a lot of things to tell you about here. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told. We do not have a horse in the race, so we are committed to telling you as it is. Sorry. In tonight's headline, three chopping incidents in on the weekend last. All right, we're going to talk about that. Brazilians deported, as well as increased in attacks on law enforcement. We'll talk about that. And police officers have been charged in recent weeks. And according to officers in the Community Relations Department, no one is above the law. Government to pay 4% increase to the public workers in August. And Fisherman's birthday celebration, that happens tomorrow, and that will be at Gouyave in St. John. Things have changed. We'll talk about that. And increase wet spells and the heat waves for the Caribbean region. So we'll talk about these and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Again, my name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we're live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, Grenada. And of course, to the usual suspects who are always on the program, we say hello to you. And to the first-time viewers, you likewise would like to say thank you for viewing and hello. We got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa. We have the Housing Authority of Grenada. We want to say thank you as well to Real Value IGA Supermarket. So we want to say thank you to all our sponsors and supporters. Folks, we're taking a break, and when we come back, it will be real news in Olia Lili Lolo. So brace all yourselves. We'll be back. If you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. You see, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are alive. So we are coming back. Stay tuned.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach chairs with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's Summer in Every Drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy?
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
And that's a commitment that they're giving to all of their customers. That is NAWASA, meeting customers' needs. Again, we'd like to officially welcome everyone. Now, the T.A. Marisho Community College, they have a vacancy right now, and it might be good for those of you who might be looking for employment. All right, and that's for the position of Corporate Communications Officer. All right, so you can contact the college, sending your application, and they say that you need to do so as soon as possible because time is limited for that. They say the deadline for the application is July 16. Now, we have posted something on our site about that on our page as well, MikeyLive.com and our Facebook page, so that you can get to see what the requirements are and so on, so that you can apply. So that's for the T.A. Marisho Community College for the Corporate Communications Officer. Well, CXC exams started today. Yes, I think they started some sections of it last week, but it officially starts today. I know there were a lot of hiccups, in getting things started for this year, and the pandemic has really thrown things off, and so now students are writing their exams, and we want to wish all the best to all students. Fisherman's birthday celebration will be one with a difference this year, owing again to the COVID-19 pandemic. The celebration is usually held on the 29th of June each year, and it's probably one of the biggest national activities, second to Carnival. This year, they will be having a scaled-down celebration, again, owing to the COVID-19 pandemic. So you will not see anything happening in the street like road show and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. There will be some beach activities as usual, but of course, they expect that all COVID-19 protocols be observed. Well, they say no mask, no music, no none of that, but, let's see how that will play off. Well, what people are probably the most peaceful, accommodating, and obedient people on the island, despite what others may think. I mean, take all the time with us. You hear me? Good. Spice Mass Corporation, they are to celebrate 10 years. That's right, Spice Mass Corporation, they will be celebrating 10 years as a corporation during the month of July, having become a statutory body by an act of parliament and gazetted on July 29th, 2011. Now, in the absence of Spice Mass this year, SMC, which is responsible for the promoting and organizing of Grenada's Carnival and all official Spice Mass events, they are planning on a week of radio activities to celebrate the achievements of the corporation for the last decade. Now, to highlight this special occasion, the SMC, they say that they'll be hosting a series of week-long soft activities in keeping with the current COVID-19 protocols. These activities will begin on Monday, July 5th, 2021, with radio interviews featuring stakeholders, all right, Reminiscing on their involvement with Spice Mass, the reflection will cover a range of areas, including the strategic vision in moving from Carnival Committee to Spice Mass Corporation, the evolution of mass in Grenada's Carnival, the music of Carnival, the role of the steel pan movement in Grenada's Carnival, and the National Carnival Queen Show experience. All right. The week of activities will conclude with a showcase of everything Spice Mass, they say, with a virtual concert. All right. So that's what's going to be happening. Earlier, for those of you who would have missed it, but we're moving on now, the Prime Minister, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, has expressed immense disappointment, they say, with the Grenada Broadcasting Network for what he describes as poor journalism practices. The Prime Minister was referring to a news story aired on GBN Wednesday in which a resident within the constituency of St. George Northwest claimed that he granted permission for her to erect a structure and operate a business on property now known to be owned by Leroy Nichols. Mr. Nichols! Now, according to the Prime Minister, who is also the parliamentary representative for the area, the GBN News report facilitated the unsubstantiated claims, but no one sought a comment from him on the matter. Speaking at an event in Buseju on Thursday morning, Dr. Mitchell said he is considering legal action against the company. You mean they're going to jail? Hold on, let me get serious. He said, the implication of saying that the Prime Minister gave someone land which is untrue is a serious indictment on my credibility and character. No parliamentarian has any authority to give people land. I have asked my lawyer to look at it. I'm not mad. I am just correcting the misinformation. I don't know why this was done. Yeah. So last time I checked, the Grenada Broadcasting Network was partly owned by government, up to about 40%, I think. The government is 40% and the private is 60%, if I'm not mistaken. So the Prime Minister taking himself to court. The Prime Minister taking the government of, that should be the headline to that. Yo, let me report, who write that? Listen, that should be the headline. Grenada's Prime Minister contemplating taking government to court, suing government. Because if the Prime Minister is to follow through on his threat and wins that case in court, then the government has to pay. What? I get a clap. National Report, give me a clap for that one. Anyway, lady, that talk. Next story. I know one time with all this time of the night, you know. Let me go watch my basketball. Anyway, next story. So, Mr. Prime Minister, are you aware that you're suing yourself? Anyway, me and Kid go talk about that later on. So, we're moving on to more serious matters now. The police say that they've had 3 chopping incidents on the weekend. They're concerned about that. 3 chopping. In fact, the police gave an update of some recent happenings and so on. Here is the head of the Community Relations Department, Superintendent Vonnie Cohen.
This weekend has seen some activities for us at the IGPF. We have had 3 chopping and or stabbing incidents across the country. We have had one in Telescope, one in Sobeys, and one at the Western Division, Gouyave to be particular. On Friday, we have, while traveling in his private vehicle, a gentleman underwent some difficulties at the Grand Detang area. resulting in his vehicle catching fire. The fire services at the Grenville police station responded and were able to completely put the fire out, but the vehicle was totally destroyed. No one was hurt in this incident, and the two occupants were able to retrieve most of the valuables from the vehicle before the fire started. We have again seen some carnival-like activities in some villages across the country, warranting police responses. These incidents were met with cooperation from those offending, and they all ended without incident.
And we're going to come back to on that topic just now, because also we have an update for you on the Brazilians who came into the country illegally and were brought before the court.
Last week, we reported the fact that 3 Brazilians were arrested and charged and taken to court for entering the state of Grenada illegally. They were fined $5,000 and ordered to be deported by the magistrate. They paid that fine, and yesterday they were deported from Grenada, so they have now left the state.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Vani Cohen. Officers attached to the Grenville police station responded on Saturday to a report of loud music in the community of Maribor St. Andrew, and that was on Saturday, 26 June. They say that was sometime about 11 p.m., just about an hour before the COVID-19 curfew took effect on their arrival. According to this report, the police officers met a crowd of approximately 150 persons who threw stones and bottles in their direction, resulting in damage to private vehicles and their police transport. According to reports, one of the police officers were injured and treated and later released from hospital. 3 persons are currently in police custody, assisting them with that investigation.
On Saturday, 27th, the police at the Eastern Division, Grenville Police Station, responded to noise pollution activity at the Maribor area, where a private birthday party was being held. On arrival there, the police were met with a crowd of about 150 persons who began throwing stones and bottles at the police. In the process, one of the police vehicles was severely damaged, and 2 civilian vehicles were also damaged in the process. The windscreen, side glasses, and the body of the police vehicle received quite a number of stones and bottles, and as I indicated, were severely damaged. The police have had to resort to discharging their firearm to stabilize the situation, which eventually they did. 1 police officer was injured in the process. He was treated and released for minor bruises. Currently, there are 3 persons in police custody assisting police with their investigations into this incident. A number of other persons were picked up and were discharged. Before the end of the day, though, I am hopeful that the 3 persons in custody will be charged for different offenses, not only for the damages of the vehicle, but offenses as it relates to the COVID violations.
All right, thank you very much. Now, there appears to be an increase in attacks on law enforcement officers.
We have generally been monitoring the upsurge in deviant behavior from some sections of our population. However, we do call for calm and restraint, but we will never surrender our villages to hooligans and thugs who show total disregard for the rule of law and disrespect for law enforcement. As a country, we have worked hard over the years to maintain the peace, guarantee the safety and stability, and ensure that Grenada has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. However, it will take all of Grenada, each one of us, to play our part in order to maintain this state of security we have come to be known for, and as such we call on all law-abiding citizens to condemn the senseless and despicable act of violence against law enforcement and to provide all necessary information that will lead to more persons being arrested. We cannot and should not allow our peaceful country to be taken over by thugs and hooligans. We continue to exercise restraint as a police force. We continue to work with our community to ensure that there is peace, safety and tranquility, but at the same time we continue to enforce the laws that we are mandated to enforce. So I ask for peace, we call for calm, we call for understanding, and we call for restraint.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Vani Cohen. Now, in recent times, police officers just the same have been arrested and charged for lawless behavior, particularly causing bodily harm. With respect to that topic, the superintendent said that no police officer is above the law.
It is indeed a worrying problem for us, worrying from two perspectives. And we are not going to shy away from dealing with those in our midst, those in our ranks who have violated the law. We have been speaking about those openly, as we speak about those from the civilian side who, in some way or the other, attack law enforcement. From our end, though, we have seen a few instances where we have been forced to charge a few police officers who have, run afoul of the law. The law is equal for all persons. No one is above the law. So whether you're a police officer or you're a civilian, if you violate, you're expected to be dealt with according to the law. And unfortunately, we have had to charge a few of our own for grievous harm and other offenses. On the flip side of that, we have seen a number of attacks on law enforcement in general. There has been a number of call or cry of police brutality. A lot of these matters that have been investigated, many of them have gone to the Director of Public Prosecution. There have been some outcome in some of these matters. And when you hear police brutality, it's not in all cases. What you hear is what happened. The police is allowed to use force to execute certain aspect of the duties. And the police must do so, though, with a level of restraint as well. The force used must not be, in excess of the threat that you face. And so I want to use the opportunity to urge our civilians, to urge our population, that we need to work together. The police and the community, the police and the civilian need to work together. Grenada has become what it is not because of the police force. Grenada has become what it is because of the community at large, police and civilians working together to ensure that peace and stability is maintained. And so we urge those members of the population who have information of police brutality, bring it to the fore. And we also urge members of the population who see acts of violence against law enforcement to also let us know who the perpetrators are. Action are taken on both sides. No one is spared. The law, no one is above the law, and the law will be applied equally whether you're a police officer or whether you're a civilian.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Vani Cohen. Hey, government say that they're committed to pay the 4% increase owed to public officers in August of 2021.
We had our first mediation meeting on June 22nd with the Honorable Peter David, Minister of Labour. Present there was also Honorable Oliver Joseph, who is the lead negotiator for the government negotiating team. The meeting was not lengthy. As the meeting started, the government negotiating team laid down their new proposal, which states that they are committed to pay the 4% increase at the end of August. They also stated that in relation to the retroactive payment, the short payments, that they would pay that in the form of bonds, which will mature in 1 year at 3% interest rate. The joint negotiating team now responded, led by Comrade Andre Lewis of TAU, because TAU and PW makes up the joint negotiating team, that we would like our monies on behalf of the workers at the end of July, the 4%, as well as the retroactive, or what we call the short payments. We are not niggling over July, August, right? If the government is committed to pay in August, so be it. But we would like the monies in July, because the workers have been suffering in that their contract was illegally broken and they have to face a rise in cost of living. So this is why we requested July's payment.
And that was the president of the Public Workers Union, Mr. Brian Grimes, explaining the status of negotiations between the two negotiating teams. Now they are saying, listen, the government has the ability to pay. So stop playing around and just pay. In fact, as it relates to the retroactive pay, they're saying, listen, they want their monies in July. That is the 4% itself, the direct, what is owed, and the retroactive pay, they want that in July as well, and not in any form of bonds. They want it cash.
Now, in regards to the retroactive payment in the form of bonds, again, we stated that we would like our monies to be paid in cash at the end of July. Now, this is basically the position of the joint negotiating team, and I stated earlier the position of the government negotiating team. The purpose of the mediator, Honorable Peter David, is to make a recommendation based on the position of both parties. So he said that he will give his recommendation in short order. So the meeting was on June 22nd. So basically sometime this week we expect a response from the Minister of Labour, after which we will take it to our membership and make a decision from there.
And on the topic of compromise, you know, that's something that we hear all the time. Could you compromise a little more given X, Y, given X or Y or Z? And Graham said, listen, we have been doing this for the longest while. When it comes to compromise, we have been, you know. So they think that it is now time for them to get their money. All right, so let's keep our eyes on that development. Now, good news for Grenada's under-17 women footballers. The team moves straight ahead to the group stage of the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship scheduled for the first quarter of next year. This, according to a release, is due to Grenada's number 29 CONCACAF women's team ranking, with the Spice Girls placed in the top 16. Overall, 32 teams are participating, with the bottom 16 grouped by 4 competing in the qualifiers, featuring a round robin in August this year. All right. Now, in the meantime, the Grenada National Under-17 women's team continues early training in preparation for what lies ahead. We are moving on. The Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook for CARICOF, they are warning regional countries that the next 3 months could bring an increase in wet spells and heat waves, as well as tropical cyclone activities. So we are talking about all sides of the spectrum in the extreme heat, a lot of water, and the tropical cyclones. Now, in its latest Caribbean Climate Outlook newsletter, CARICOF, for the period July to September, this part of the wet or heat hurricane season is forecast to bring an increase in wet days and wet spells. All right, heat waves and tropical cyclone activity in Belize and the Caribbean islands. Now, it says that this results in an increase in disruptions of outdoor activities and rising water levels in soils, rivers, and reservoirs. However, the potential for flash floods, long-term flooding, and cascading impacts, as well as for heat stress, will increase from moderate in July to high in August and September, it added. CARICOF said that Guyana's will enter their dry season in August, implying that surface wetness should decrease and floods receding in affected areas, but the improvements may be slow in view of forecasted higher number of wet spells than usual. You know, so in other words, we are going to expect to see what should I say, inconsistencies in the weather. So usually you would find that there's a lot of moderate wet days, and some days you get a little sun and so on, but there's a likelihood that they'll be very, very wet and very, very, very hot at times, even during the wet season or the rainy season. I see that we have exhausted a lot of our time, and I think it's time for us to take a quick break and come back. Now, when we come back from our break, we have for you the national report, and we also have the weather for you. So I want you to stay tuned for that. And there was one thing that I had to tell you. Let me see if I can find that very quickly. Yes, boy. The Gazo karaoke competition is going to be starting this Tuesday, June 1st. All right. And what? No. Hold on. Tuesday night. Will be the first semi-final. All right. Come and experience the hidden talent of the people. At the finals, contestants would walk away with $4,000 cash, including prizes. So they say, come be a part of the action at the Mongazo Tuesday. All right. And they start at 7 p.m. So this Tuesday, you go check them out. All right. The competition started, in fact, in June. All right. So they say that all the contestants in the top will be getting a nice piece of money. All right. So come and enjoy that. Yes. So we're taking the break and we are coming back following that break, all right, with the national report and the weather. And don't forget, you can check out WeFM Radio tomorrow, God's willing. It's WeFM's anniversary, 21 years as a broadcast entity. WeFM is celebrating. And of course, we want you to be a part of the celebration. So tomorrow, there'll be a lot of giveaways on the radio, starting as early as 6 from Shaggy's program. You have to listen right up to the end of the day from 2 o'clock. Thereabout, we'll be having a virtual concert that features Grenada's top performing artists. So you got to be a part of that as well. All right, guys. So that's it for that. All right. So tune in and get ready for a whole bit of celebration. In fact, tomorrow is also going to be my anniversary at the radio station. How much years? By about 18 years now. Yep, makes me sound old, but I think I'm making 18 at the radio station tomorrow, God's willing, as well. I was hired on the 29th of June because the staff, they all had different things to do during the course of the day, and they pulled me in on that day, and I never left. 18 years later, still there. Okay, so we are taking a break, and we'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
If it's tech, we got it. If it's an appliance, we've got that too. Dad, if you want it, you should get it this Father's Day at Quartz. Quartz has unbeatable prices, up to 30% off selected products. So whatever you want, you should get it. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Grenadians praise the country's vaccination campaign and the government's efforts to return the economy to a state of normalcy. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Monday, June 28th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Grenadians who witnessed the first two T20 matches between West Indies and South Africa are praising the government of Grenada for the opportunity to be a part of history, with the country hosting 5 T20 international matches during the global COVID-19 pandemic. The organizing committee and the Ministry of Health announced before the start of the games last week that only fully vaccinated individuals will be allowed into the stadium. The games are part of the South African tour of the West Indies. 3 other games are carded for June 29th, July 1st, and July 3rd. Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, were among fully vaccinated spectators at the National Stadium over the weekend. He said the rapid spread of the virus in many cases is as a result of complacency. Dr. Mitchell encouraged the Grenadians to take the issue of vaccination serious to protect themselves and their families.
I'm urging everyone, protect yourself. That's what we have to do, protect ourselves. And I'm urging everyone that the virus is out there. And as you can see, countries like St. Kitts, 4 or 5 weeks ago, had absolutely no infection. Today they are under serious stress. Trinidad under serious stress. Many countries. So we could be good today. And next week, 2 weeks from now, a week from now, 2 days from now, we could be in trouble. So I'm going to urge everyone, this is your life. If we want to see more of this, more socialization, more back to normal activities, then vaccinate, all of us.
Other spectators are pleased with the government's effort to host the games. They are optimistic that things are slowly returning to normal.
I think it's an excellent thing. I believe that vaccinated ones of us are privileged, and the privilege is given by showing that we can come to a game of an international standard and enjoy ourselves, getting back to some degree of normalcy. I believe those of us who are cricket lovers, sports enthusiasts, in essence, would see the need now, who are still hesitant, to go out and get vaccinated. It certainly offers you a different perspective and gives you an idea that once you're vaccinated, you have a special privilege to come to events.
The benefits of being vaccinated is now being shown. You know, this is one of the benefits we're getting. Traveling is also easier, and it's good for everybody. You know, I took it the first shot, I had a bit of sleepiness, and the second one was normal. You know, there's too much disinformation out there, you know. So I think that's a problem a lot of us have out there, but I'm normal.
I think it's a good thing, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm protecting myself and I'm protecting those around me. So yeah, it's a good thing. I know I have access, you know, international cricket. I'm very happy to be West Indies, South Africa. A month from now, we're going to have a big show again, you know. The place thing getting a stream.
Wonderful welcome back to the norm, what will be norm for us as West Indians. We're enjoying it. Really appreciate the double vaccination as well. There are rules, and it's like a reward, and what a tremendous award. A lovely day outside breathing fresh air without a mask. It's beautiful.
It is a sign of really the future. The way that we get things going back to normal, and the way that we will be able to continue our lives as we used to, with freedom to move around and to gather and to socialize as West Indian people love to do, is through vaccination. I mean, there's no other way that we have to get our lives back as normal.
Public servants who are within 5 years of retirement have been engaged in informative sessions coordinated by the Department of Public Administration, DPA. The series of sessions, titled A Practical Approach to Retirement Planning, aims to equip officers employed within the service with the practical knowledge and skills to lead meaningful lives after retirement. The sessions started in April 2021 and will conclude on July 2nd with a physical activity exercise. DPA's acting Senior Human Resource Management Officer, Sabrina Lane, says the department values the service of public servants.
Retirement planning seminar came about as a result of a continuous needs assessment through the public service, as well as public officers' desires or request of the department to facilitate same. The seminars took on a blended approach. We use the face-to-face as well as the media or platform, the Zoom platform, to deliver the sessions. We want to emphasize that retirement should not be the end of the road. Instead, it should be, as the word says, retire or to retool or to re-energize and to become a whole live that fulfilling life after they would have left the public service. So basically, these are some of the things we looked at in terms of delivering the not the training, but the sessions or the seminars to the public officers. It's more of an information sharing exercise.
Dr. Francis Martin, who was a guest on the GIS Spice morning program on Monday, shared information on how people can prepare for retirement.
I think the retiree cannot take any more proactive measures. They're already gone. I think what has to happen is the potential retiree who knows that he's going to be retired in 10 years should start taking proactive measures right there and then. The most important part is to check yourself regularly, which is what normally is supposed to happen anyway. But then there are other things that the person who knows they're going to be retiring in 10 years should be concerned about. And I would say those are the proactive things that should be taken. The issue of getting your yearly check is paramount. It's critical that you do that for those who are at risk of hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, and for the cancers, those with breast cancers, cervical cancers, and prostate cancers. It is important that you get these things checked every year, and that's a proactive measure. Another proactive measure is to understand a very important aspect of our social lives and what we do. It seemed to me that our diet includes things that are processed and things that are hyper-processed, if you want to put it that way. This is a very important proactive measures that we ought to take. In other words, avoid foods that are processed.
Continuing the news, 3 individuals are presently in police custody assisting with investigations following an attack on police officers over the weekend. According to a release issued by the Royal Grenada Police Force, officers attached to the Grenville Police Station responded to a report of loud music in the community of Maribo just after 11 p.m. on Saturday. On arrival, they met a crowd of approximately 150 persons who threw stones and bottles in their direction, resulting in the damage of 2 private vehicles and a police vehicle. 1 officer was injured during the incident and was later treated and released from hospital. Investigations are continuing. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Are you gonna wear your mask today? You see everywhere you go. There are rules you got to follow, so don't you say COVID-19 will delay. Take the opportunity to save your community. Don't be that guy, put a mask on your face if you're heading outside. It's your life, my life, more lives will be taken if we don't try. If you feel any symptoms, call the hotline. Stay inside until you feel fine. 6 feet away every day. Keep COVID-19 far from away. Keep Grenada safe. Be COVID-19 smart.
Welcome back. Barbados will host the 15th session of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development from October 3rd to 7th this year. The session, which was originally scheduled for October last year, but was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, focuses on creating a sustainable economy through the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals.
The conference is a subsidiary organ of the United Nations General Assembly. We will have some different formats, formal and informal session. It will provide a platform for dialogue between the nations about economy and how pandemic are affecting it. Global policy option and response are discussed and formulated, and it serves an important political function. It enables intergovernmental consensus building regarding the state of the world economy and development policy. And I think that the fact that it will take place even virtually in Barbados, in the region of the Caribbean region, is also a signal to show how important it is to address the specific difficulties. So it comes at a time where we need really a spirit of collaboration, international collaboration, multilateral collaboration, and I hope some optimism, even if the situation is really difficult. We have also to address specific vulnerabilities, not only for EU region, which is very specific, but also for LDCs, for middle income countries, for a lot of specific problems in the different parts of the world, in the developing world.
That was Acting Secretary General of the Development, Isabel Durant. Ambassador of the United Nations and other international organizations, Chad Blackman, said through the commitment of all member countries, a sustainable path can be achieved.
As the only multilateral entity to deal with trade and development, UNCTAD has and can continue to play a crucial role for the sustainable development of SIDS. A critical aspect of this relationship is therefore aimed at building resilience and productive capacities amongst our countries. UNCTAD alone, however, cannot address or solve all of the issues that will be critical for putting SIDS back on the track of sustainable development. It is also important to bear in mind that these issues will not only be germane to Geneva, but to the breadth of jurisdictions where international organizations can be found. It is, however, critical that UNCTAD 15 treats to these issues that are of critical importance to the grouping.
Barbados will also assume chairmanship of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development until 2024. Finally, in the news, with the aim of reducing some of the high-risk hazards associated with a chainsaw operation, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry began a two-day workshop in St. George's on Monday. We get more details in this Mina Booker report.
With the aim of reducing some of the high-risk hazards associated with chainsaw operation, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, through edification on operation and handling practices, began a two-day workshop in St. George's on Monday. The workshop opened at the Forestry and National Parks Conference Room in Queen's Park with extension staff, forestry officers, and a number of chainsaw operators who will engage in both theoretical and hands-on training for the 2 days. The plight of farmers as it relates to skilled labor was one of the reasons why the ministry decided to offer this training. That's according to Senior Agricultural Officer Lauren St. Louis.
So it would be better for us, for all of us to know how to use these tools and equipment in a very safe way, and of course the maintenance of this equipment also, because a lot of times as soon as something breaks you have to give it up because you don't know how to fix it, you don't know what to do. And so this is why one of the reasons why we thought that we would have this training for people who are not necessarily farmers, but for people who provide a service to farmers. And this one is just the first in a series of trainings that we're going to have. And we're going to hope that with these trainings that our farmers are given a better service, and of course you make a better livelihood.
Acting Chief Forestry Officer Trevor Thompson explained that this initiative is important to build the capacity of younger persons, especially in tree felling practices.
Imperative that we transfer that knowledge to the next generation, right? So I think that's one of the genesis for this training. That we really want to develop a new cadre of people who could have this skill, not just to just use a chainsaw, but also who could maintain it and to repair it, because that is where the real benefits come in the life of the machine. That's where you get the real benefits. So that's one of the focus of it. And of course, to train some youths who would then be able to provide that service, as Mr. Louis said, to farmers and the general public with regards to proper tree felling, proper use of the chainsaw.
The chainsaw is a portable power tool that cuts wood via a fast-moving chain that rotates around a guide bar, which makes tasks such as pruning, felling, limbing, and bucking trees easier and faster. Throughout the 2-day training, the participants will gain knowledge on the anatomy of the chainsaw, safety procedures, the use of personal protective equipment, PPE, first aid, felling of trees, cutting techniques, and others. The training is facilitated by Aidan Futur, Sustainable Landscape Specialist for the Climate Resilient Agriculture for Integrated Landscape Management project implemented by the United Nations Development Programme UNDP office in Grenada. For the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Mina Booker.
Thank you, Mina. That story just ended the national report for Monday, June 28th. Let's recap the top story. Grenadians praise the country's vaccination campaign and the government's efforts to return the economy to a state of normalcy. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, and that's it right there for the national report. And I want to say hello to those of you who are celebrating birthdays on the program. I have to start doing that. I'd like to officially wish you all the best on your birthday. Now, for a look at the headlines, the weather, for the weather, partly cloudy at first, becoming cloudy with light to moderate early morning showers. Now, tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be within the range of 24 degrees Celsius. And the winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And that is your weather report for tonight. And now, to big up a few people on the program. Shireen, Kirin, Ala, Shomaine, Noreen, Lintona, Cynthia, Angel, I said Noreen, right? Brenda, Wayne, Michelle, Cherilyn, Deborah, Sharon, Irma. Who else is with us? I said Shireen already, all right? Jay, blessings to you as well, all right? And everyone else, we would like to say thank you for watching. Rayburn is with us as well. And everybody, really, thank you for watching. Everyone, all right? Just trying to follow up with all of these names here. Even there are a lot of people who are also watching the program and they're not seeing anything. So big up to you, right? Big up to you as well. Yes, Shomin, big up to you. Anne, big up to you. Yvonne, big up to you. Angel, again, big up to you. All right? So thanks again, guys, and may God bless you and the family. And we'll touch base again tomorrow, God willing. Same time, same place. Do enjoy the rest of your night. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No, Javar is with us. Claire is with us. Sarika is with us. So, yeah, and everyone else, man. Names too numerous to mention. Take care. God bless you.